Everybody, it's Victus. Time another Eden run here. The Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance Plus series. Happy Sunday, Mosh Pit. Can we get a decent run? I sure hope so. We're starting off with an XL floor, but we have good stats anyway. Mike Bravo Sierra 9, Romeo Romeo 28. We've got Tractor Beam. We've got bad. Well, what in the world is this? What is this? Okay. I have literally. And I mean literally never seen that room before. But we're gonna start off with Maw of the Void, and that's fantastic. So yeah, it's time for us to have a good run here, July. We need to have something that's gonna wow the audience, something that's gonna excite everybody. And starting off Mystery Sack is probably not gonna be that, but I will say that starting off Maw of the Void, however, is very, very nice. If we can get a bomb, we can get into that golden chest here. You have a Yave, so maybe we can get ourselves a bomb out of here. Now, because we are starting on an XL floor, you know what that means is we lose a shop, we lose a secret room, super secret room, yada, yada, yada. I think everybody knows by now. Hopefully... Oh, wow, there's a lot of money here, too. Hopefully, it's not too punishing here. The fact that we already got our Devil Deal, which is quite nice. I know the secret room is there, but I want to go for the Tinted Rock, which will give us 2 soul hearts. But hopefully we get ourselves a pretty good couple of boss items here. You know, if we can increase our damage just a little bit, I mean just a tiny bit, just for a start anyway, that's going to make Maw of the Void hit a lot harder because it does apply its damage constantly. It has a very, very high uptime. Honestly, I'm not feeling Tech X. I'm not down with a Tech X run here. We need to. If we had more damage, then I would definitely consider it. But I'm not feeling Tech X. We have Maw of the Void. Maw of the Void is good enough. In fact, I would say in some ways Maw of the Void is even maybe better than Tech X because we can still fire without our rate of damage being affected as we're charging up Maw of the Void. So we can use Maw of the Void as our primary attack while still shooting. As opposed to Tech X, which does it basically you're charging both at the same time, so there's a lapse of uptime on your DPS. We can get ourselves an Eternal Heart, so really fantastic start here. A little bit of a bummer to have a Horseman here, but what can you do? So we are going to get a Soul Heart, and then we have this Chariot card, which we can use against the Gurglings here to make a very quick work of everything. Here we go. And we get some shot speed, which we didn't want. We just want damage here. So obviously we just beat the first 2 floors now in about 1 minute and 15 seconds if we average out the 2. So if we can get a bomb, we can go into the secret room, which I do know where that is. Maybe. Possibly. It's not there. I do want to go in the curse room. Just to see if there's a guppy item, and we might as well finish off this floor here. So, see, now this is what I would call a reasonably sized XL floor. You know, nothing crazy. It wasn't overly huge. We got ourselves, we were punished by not getting the shop and the secret room, super secret room, yada, 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 because we're skipping floor 1. But at the end of the day, we still had a really, really strong start here. Getting Maw of the Void instantly like that is great. The orbital kind of sucks, but what can you do about that? And we will finally head on to Zown. Good floor. We go on last week's question of the episode here, coming in from GTOF or GTO fan 350, who said, question of the day, can you explain the lore of Isaac from beginning to current? Isaac parents had separation, then mom became obsessed with religion, dad left because he supposedly spent all money, which made mom upset. Isaac cries, hides into a world of imagination set up by dad, and the end. And all the demons that you're seeing and that he's battling are within his mind, but also they're not literal, but they're also not totally made up either. The end. If you want a more comprehensive explanation than that, then I'm sure there's been many, many, many people who have explored it a lot better than I can. This is the reason why we need a damage upgrade here from Maw of the Void. We can really supercharge our clearing speed. The Maw of the Void, it does also count towards Leviathan transformations, so it's everything that happened on the first floor minus the Horseman boss was totally fine. We even got ourselves extra soul hearts thanks to the latch key and Mom's Pearls, which I will absolutely take. We have our active item here for Isaac's Tears, which we don't really need. We're going to be looking to get rid of that as soon as we can. Another Eternal Heart thanks to the Mystery Sack. I'll take it. And Tractor Beam at least giving us some increased range here, along with Mom's Pearls too. The increased shot speed's fine. You saw how many problems that was giving us yesterday. But 1.23, while it is a lot, it's not problematic yet. It could become problematic though. Starter deck. Oh, okay. Starter deck I will take. It's going to turn all pills into cards and also allow us to have a second card slot that we can bring with us. So now we can pick up 2 tarot cards and use it. 2 runes. We can carry them on us. And if we just get a premier damage upgrade, something nice like the Mark, that would help us out with Leviathan, something like Pentagram, same thing. Anything that can give us a big boost in damage is going to be huge for us. Fortunately, we can't get that Soul Heart. I'm going to be targeting the NASA worms here if I can find them. I don't know where the other one went. There it is. There we go. And lucky us, we get another orbital. You can keep it, game. Too Spooky is going to give us a nice Tears Up, but it does also increase our shot speed by quite a bit. So now I would say our shot speed is starting to get a little problematic. 1.4. Anything over 1 is not great. 1.4 is get ready for clown physics. I know I keep saying I will never go into vaults again, and that's the reason why right there. Yeah, vaults, just remove them from the game. Seriously, just remove them from the game. They shouldn't even exist. They provide absolutely no value whatsoever. They are designed to waste your keys. They are a newbie trap. I think the faster that people can start to categorize vaults as newbie traps, the sooner we can all move past them. If you have a golden key or if you just have unlimited keys, then sure, go for it. But if you have limited keys, there's no reason at all to go into a vault. I am going to use the moon card to get out of the curse room here. Yeah, there is a full chart, or there is a reroll pedestal inside of here. So if we happen to get some way of getting like the mystery gift or anything that can produce an item pedestal, that could be an interesting reroll. Getting lots of Yaves. Could use some bombas, but the thing that we need the most of right now is going to be some damage. Okay. Normally, I would say the secret room is below here, but we've already been there. We know there's nothing here. Maw of the Void on a Sunday. Oh, another Eternal Heart. Mystery Sack. You shouldn't have. I'm going to bomb the donation machine here. This gives us a soul heart, but more importantly, it gives us the Holy Mantidu. The High Priestess card and a Sun card. So we have some mapping. But bombs are strangely in kind of a rarity right now in this run. Here, just get the diggity dunk there with the High Priestess card. Frag Mega goes down. Oh, man. Oh, don't do that to me, game. I'm going to take the range and Tears upgrade, but man, that is tough. I can't not have a Tears rate upgrade, and this just further necessitates a damage up even more now. Because now our DPS from a base level is going to be super high. So we really only need to get... If we had yesterday's damage combined with this Tears rate right here, plus Maw of the Void, you would not see a repeat of yesterday. This amount of range, Libra wouldn't be terrible. I think you curse the maze. I'm holding on to the Sun card so we know exactly where to go for the mom fight, for boss rush. But really, really, really could use a strong damage upgrade here. Carry a card. So shot, you see what shot speed just did right there. It just pushed that Gish, the Gish Dingle along. When normally it wouldn't have stayed in place, but it would have stayed, it wouldn't have like been shot back like that. Okay, check out the tienda. And there's nothing in here that we want. What you're seeing right now is just a great benefit of having Maw of the Void. I feel like the item room's up here for some reason. Okay. There's gas. There's gas. So I'm pretty sure we're heading toward the boss now. Yeah. Got the boss. 68% chance for a double deal here. We really would like to get one if we could. I'll go in there in 1 second. We got to go back and find the item room. But we are just cruising along right now. Even though our stats don't really reflect the ability to do so, it's because of that XL floor, which is one of the only good things about having an XL floor. In fact, I would say it's the only thing having a good, that's good to have a an XL floor is if you are trying to make boss rush. But make no mistake about it, it's still bad. Real bad. So the game, we're giving a little bit of time back to the game here by searching for this phantom item room. Maw of the Void doing a good job. I wish we had Spectral Tears right now. Spirit of the Night would be a fantastic option for us if we're not going to get any sort of damage upgrade, which right now it's not feeling like we're going to. Well, we got a Fool card, so let's use the Chariot card, grab the Fool card. So now we don't have to worry about looking for the Tinted Skull on the next floor. Infestation 2, definitely worth it. So the only thing that can pretty much slow us down now on the next floor and getting into boss rush would be a Curse of the Lost. But we have a Sun card. So if we don't get Curse of the Losted, then we will be fine. Go check out what's inside this super secret room. The Bone Heart. I'm going to take the Bone Heart first and then the Black Heart. That way we are not we're not jeopardizing a non-filled Bone Heart. Even though I could go back and go get one of those red hearts there. We're trying to get to boss rush here. And because we started with an XL floor, we need to get boss rush to make up for the lack of items that we may have missed out on the secret room and the extra shop. Special spawn, that sort of stuff. You see the Holy Mantle effect there given to us by the blanket, making it a fantastic shop item. An HP upgrade and another Eternal Heart. And a Krampus fight. Starting to feel like we're not going to get a damage upgrade here, game. I mean, I guess the Head of Krampus is slightly better than Isaac's Tears, but... Alright, we need damage. We did not get Curse of Losted. Okay, everything is consolidated down there. Good. Lump of coal would have been real nice, especially with this range. So before we do anything else, let's go find Mom, beat her, hopefully get lucky and get a devil deal. And then from there, we can go straight into the boss rush. Is that an eternal wall bang? It is. It's an eternal wall banger that they put right next to the door. Pretty clever game. Yeah, we don't care about any of this right now. The only thing we care about is getting into the mom fight. We are going to do. If you're wondering where those spiders are coming from, by the way, that's from Infestation 2. Anytime we destroy an enemy, we will spawn a blue attack spider, which deals 150% or 200% damage. Something like that. Yeah, we've got no movement speeds. We've got no damage ups. Gotten plenty of tears ups. No double deal. I am going to take the negative because we are that desperate for a damage upgrade right now. And boy, howdy, was this boss rush worth it. Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. So we get Rotten Baby, which he is going to help out our damage. Not like it's a bad thing, but it's also not a great thing. We weren't really looking for something like that. The Golden Teleporter. Now that's interesting. Teleport 2.0 will allow us to go into devil deals that we miss out on, as long as we get into every other room that's on the floor. So we need mapping here. Excuse me. I don't have a global mute button anymore on my keyboard, so... Okay, so we get Champion Belt. It's back-to-back damage upgrades, which is exactly what we needed. Now, the problem here is that we need to go into the boss trap room, and that's going to require one of our charges. So if we really want to get this devil deal, which I do, then we got to make some time sacrifices here. And yes, it does include going into the curse room as well. So what we can do, we can go in the curse room for half price. Maintain the bone heart. And then use the golden teleporter to get out of here. It's going to take us to a random room that we have not been into. But the goal is going to be getting into the boss trap room and then having enough of a full charge to get into the devil deal afterwards. Because the devil deal is guaranteed on every floor as long as you can get into all the rooms available on the room, including the secret rooms first on the map. So there's our entry into the arcade. There's Demon Judgment in there, which we could definitely play. We have multiple problems here. We need to find the super secret room, which we just did. So problem solved. We don't need any more HP right now, so I'm going to save the red hearts to go play the Demon Judgment. So now the problem becomes we need to get somehow to get a full charge. And I don't remember if there's one in the store or not. We finally get a movement speed upgrade. I will take that. Let's get a little bit of money. Chaos card. Now, if we were strong enough, I would consider using all of our HP for the IV bag to go down to 1 HP and then go into the boss trap room, but we are not that strong. We're strong, but we're strong-ish, I would say. So this one is going to take us into the boss trap room, which I will absolutely take. Roid Rage. Now, we don't have to do the boss rush here, but I'm hoping that maybe they'll drop a full charge, because the next teleport takes us guaranteed to the Devil Deal. So if there's a way that we can sneak to just a half charge, that would suffice. But there's not. We would have to go into the boss rush room and trigger it, but we've already done that, so a little bit unfortunate, but it was a solid play. Okay, so in order for us to really get the most out of the golden teleporter, it has to give us at least one Devil Deal that we didn't earn. We don't lose too much value by skipping out on the Head of Krampus, obviously. The Head of Krampus is whatever. And for the record, for the Teleport 2.0, you do not have to trigger the room. Ooh. You don't have to trigger the room, you just have to walk in there, and that will count. We did lose the Bone Heart, as you heard. Oh. Right, the little tiny creep puddle. The barely visible creep puddle on the ground, on the red ground. Silly me. Nice block by Ball of Bandage there. Okay, 2 stars cards that could help us out late game. Taking us to Lamb and beyond. So you're seeing how much damage we're getting here. There's zero downside for me using the golden teleporter right now. There's so much of this floor that's left to clear and explore that it just saves us time from having to walk from one room to another. And we get the ultra secret room from the Crystal Key, which gave us Candy Heart. Okay. Hey, I ain't gonna poo-poo that. Candy Heart's gonna give us a permanent stat up for every red heart that we heal. So that could come in handy. And they're little incremental stat ups, but they do add up after a while. It's better than not having Candy Heart. Especially when we do have a pretty large amount of red heart containers. I don't know where the secret room is. Ain't there. Oh, there's a curse room. We can use the golden teleporter to get out of here. Which I'm going to do. Not entirely sure how much HP we've given up so far on this floor. I know we've taken a couple hits. Oh, Crystal Key is just going off here. Oh, we're filled up on red hearts. But I still have no clue where the secret rooms are. There's one. Okay, so we found the ultra, or the super secret room. Man, imagine if we had free Red Heart containers there. Think of the stats. We might be doing soon here because we keep taking stupid damage by me trying to force the Maw of the Void, which is unnecessary and putting me in stupid risk. The non-XL floor, by the way. Okay, so if we find the secret room, we're guaranteed at least the Devil Deal. Now, if we get a Devil Deal, then we're guaranteed at least an I Am Error room. There it is. So we really, really, really want to get the Devil Deal here. We've been to every room, been to every secret room. Skull-X is going to destroy all of our spiders before they can even do anything. We did get a Devil Deal, so we're guaranteed the I Am Error room here, and we finally get a solid damage upgrade. So this is guaranteed to take us into the I Am Error room. And it's got a bunch of soul hearts, which, you know, I'll take. Had to blow my nose there. We're going old school with this one. When was the last time we had a Sinvicta Golden Teleporter? Teleport 2.0 run. I am going to go into the vault here because we have to. Otherwise, you wouldn't catch me going in one of these things ever, of course. Oh my gosh. Okay, we are good on tiers upgrades, game. I think we just got every single tiers upgrade possible here. That's not technically true, but once again, lucky us, we get another boss trap room, which we might be able to bomb our way into. No. Okay, so that's gonna be the first hurdle. So now we need to find. We need to get some. We need to get some full charges on the ground. Or we can just say nuts to this one, to this floor, and just head on down. Which is something I might do because there's no way that we're going to have that many full charges available to us. There's another ultra secret room. We get the relic. Or the, not relic, but the rosary. Interesting. Rosary gave us the tears up. Even though we're already capped here because we have... Like I said, speaking of us having literally no more tears ups to get, really, other than what? What are we missing? Like eye drops and number 1 and sad onion. I'm not counting soy milk in this. I'm just talking about like pure tears ups. There's a reason why the Golden Teleporter was made for me, because if you do full clears on every single floor of every single map, of every single run, then you just kind of go there no matter what, right? You're just going to be doing full clears no matter what, so might as well get some exploration bonuses out of that. I was hoping that was going to result in a full charge maybe, but didn't quite happen there. Got some bombas. Okay, our secret room is most likely south of here. Okay, one down. There's no charge beggar in here, but there is a greed fight, which will give us a little bit of a charge. Our super secret room's here, so that made that easy. Really? Take that back. Where is the super secret room? Now, this would get us to the boss trap room, or not. Why did it take us back to the same room that we were just in game? I know that we didn't technically complete this room, but we've stepped foot in it, so I don't know why it would take us back here. So, there goes our chances of hoping for an Ayamera room. Kind of crap game, not gonna lie, kind of crap. I was kind of hoping that we were going to be able to get taken into the boss trap room, and that would have at least guaranteed us a shot at getting into the devil deal. But what I was not counting on was the game not making any sense. You should always make sure that you have that little factor in your brain that the game may not make sense or follow its own rules. I think that we all know that. You would think that I would know that by now, but here we are. Got plenty of keys. Looking for more damage upgrades if possible. We end up getting a combined total of a full soul heart there, and then we lose it immediately because the game put that thing right next to the door. Gonna start with the bomb opening here. I can't stress enough how important Lump of Coal was had we gotten it. Stanley with the schmoves here. Good job by Too Spooky stopping that charging bomb lamprey fly. And let's see where the stars cards can take us here. And Curse the Lost. All right. Sack Altar, Incubus, the Mark, and Void. Ooh. Interesting here. Now, I don't want to avoid the Golden Teleporter. Incubus is just more damage. Oh my god, and the Stars card took us right to Lamb. Holy, alright. Maybe July is starting to come around here. Wow. Right to Lamb on Curse of the Lost. What a play by that Stars card there. You love to see it. Now, because we have the blanket, I don't mind fighting Lamb here on lower life. We wouldn't be in any immediate danger. Yeah, he's just going to get pelted down. So, man, what a good first lap. And hey, look at this. We're doing a victory lap. Let's do it. Second seed, 6 Alpha 9 Hotel, Mike Golf Romeo Yankee. So now we're starting out with Void, and maybe we can get a little bit of a redemption arc here for Void. Although that Void run was not Void's fault. That was the game just being just a total jerk. You know, now we don't have to worry about bad passive items. We can just void them and get some nice juicy stats. We've got a lot of momentum going into this here. I'm not going to take the Petrified Poop. Crystal Key has given us not one, but 2 Ultra Secret rooms. That's good enough to stay on the team. The shot speed's getting very, very, very uncomfortable, though. Left hand is... Left hand is interesting because it does allow us to... That does open us up for some soul hearts and for some guppy items, that sort of thing. Jumper cables I'll take. What are you? Moon card. I did not mean to roll the eraser. We had void eraser. Please give me the golden, or give me the glowing hourglass. Please. Please. I did not mean to re-roll the eraser there. Damn. We could have had an eraser on every single void. Oh well. Old Dookie. Old Dookie. I'm gonna actually void Marrow because I want the stats. Man, that would have been fun. We've had eraser and void runs before. Jumper cables, by the way, are going to give us the ability to get a charge. I don't know how that bomb got out of there, but to gain 1 charge every 15 kills. Doesn't matter what type of enemy, as long as they're kills. On our active item. Would give us the damage upgrades, what I like to see. Infestation 2 is starting to run rampant now. Okay. Yeah, compost is, it's worth voiding, I guess, here, because it would allow us to double the current amount of spiders that we've got, so sure. And because of Infestation 2, we're going to have a lot of spiders. A lot. Let's go back and let's go get a full charge here. Putting our faith in the left hand over the crystal key. Not the crystal skull, that's a totally different thing. Which is a movie that I have not watched and probably never will. I liked Indiana Jones, but I was never like an active follower of the franchise. Great movies, of course. Yes, sir. Ultra secret room is going to give us ultra secret nothing. All right. And one thing we need to do is we need to stop taking this damage here. We've gotten a little too floaty in our movement. Let's dial it back a little bit here. Mom's Pearl. Mom's Pearl might actually be better than the left hand here. HP upgrade. I am going to take it this time because I want to get a devil deal here. And this would be not what I wanted. We can take Black Rune. That gives us an extra void, and if we find a actually we can use it right here. If we find an active item that we don't want, like Shoop de Whoop, not that Shoop de Whoop's bad or anything, but we'd be able to void it without voiding the effect. But I'm going to do it anyway, just because who doesn't like Shoop de Whoop? There was nothing in the store. Nope. Where are you? Stars card. You know what? I'm going to take the left hand. It has more upside than Mom's Pearl does. Curse the Blind, you know what that means. Means we ain't going anywhere but to the boss. I'm gonna Black Rune this just because I don't know what it is. And we get our Black Rune back, okay. Sure. Might be a greed fight in here, so might as well go check. It's not. There we go. Come on, left hand. Now I don't. What I don't want to do is I don't want to use the Ace of Clubs because it's going to turn all of our spiders also into bombs, and we don't want that. The spiders are carrying our DPS right now. Okay, so I picked up and then voided breakfast because obviously I don't really care about the HP right now. But you kind of have to make those quick second decisions, split second decisions, before Isaac puts down the item that you just picked up. Otherwise, you won't be able to void. You will not be able to void it. The Joker card, okay. Luck upgrade. Okay, we get card reading, which I will take. Yeah, this damage with all the spiders here, starting to look really, really, really good. Even though we only have 9.4 damage, that's not an insignificant amount, obviously, but it's not the highest damage we've ever seen. But because it's hitting so often with the spiders, it looks overwhelming. Get another tears up thanks to butt bombs. For some soul hearts here. We get a bone heart, which I can't do anything with, but I will use the Joker card. And we will get 9 lives. A conjoined actually is not a bad idea here, because we don't have to worry about the conjoined tears coming out of like going in all directions, because we have tractor beam. So conjoined is actually a big damage boost here. Believe it or not, I know. There are certain situations where conjoined can be good, and this is one of them. We can keep her sack here if we can manage to muster it. Dead Cat's going to give us 9 lives, which pretty much wraps this one up in a nice, neat little bow for us. Since I don't have to worry about... obviously you have to worry about dying, but you don't really with 9 lives. Get a luck upgrade there. Probably a tears up. No, that couldn't have been a tears up because we would have seen it. Alright, little Gertie. Little Gertie is unneeded here. Unneeded, but not unloved. Someone in the comments right now is typing Lil Gertie with the crying face emoji. I know, it's a tragedy, I know. Alright, there's bloat. We do not need another tears upgrade. But we get one anyway. I just felt like using that. I just wanted to live. Ninja44 said, what is your favorite chore, like lawn care, fixing things, etc.? My favorite chore? That I couldn't tell you. I don't really have a favorite chore. I don't enjoy doing the dishes, but I don't mind them, I guess. Does that count as a chore? I mean, you got to do your dishes one way or another, right? I never understood the people who don't do dishes while you're like cooking or after you're done eating. Like, you got to do the dishes anyway, so why not just get them over with? Like when I'm cooking for the stream or something like that, I will always, I mean always, clean as I go. I know people who will cook and eat a whole friggin' dinner and then just say, oh, we'll just do the dishes tomorrow. It's like, what? A, you're just asking for roaches. You're asking for roaches and bugs and all kinds of stuff that you don't want in your house. And B, it's still got to get done. So just do them. Quit being a baby and just do them. Yeah, you can put them off forever, but they still got to get done. They ain't going to clean themselves. We haven't reached that level of technology yet. It sucks that we didn't get Keeper Sack here, but this is probably going to be the last shop we see anyway, so. Ooh, I will take Contagion. Oh, it was Queen of Hearts, so if we get D-Bizzle, could be an avenue here. Or card reading could just say enough is enough and just skip us right to the boss of every single floor. Okay, we got Guppy's Tail now. All of a sudden, we are now 2 or 3 for Guppy. Yeah, with Mom's Key and Guppy's Tail now, this is going to be... And the left hand. I'm not saying it's a guaranteed Guppy, but it's almost. It's almost as guaranteed as it gets. There we go. Could have just taken that Hangman card, but who's got that kind of time? Not me. Not on a Sunday. We got things to do today. Okay, so we get a red portal here. Looks like the game might be done. I wasn't even shooting the right way when we got in here. We get a damage upgrade as well as a range upgrade. Let's see if the game is done. Yeah, the game's done. The game's throwing in the towel. Doesn't want to play anymore. Get Juice's freaking Shadow, which we don't really need. I could pick it up and void it, but it doesn't really matter. We're only 1 of 3, one away from Guppy. We might be able to get it in the chest, which would be funny. 2 red portals in a row into a blue portal here. Enjoy. Really? Now, Contagion is going to do a little explosion, like a little fart cloud, on the first and only the first kill in the room, of every room. But that can spread to other mobs in the room, which will also do the contagion effect, which will also spread to others. So as long as the contagion effect is active, it will spread infinitely throughout the room. And 1 chest paid for our cursed room. Guppy's Tail going ham here with the chests. It really just does kind of feel like a inevitability here for us to get Guppy. There it is. Guppy's Paw, baby. Very nice. Very nice. What a solid run this turned out to be here. So now we've got the Gupster. We got flying, we got flies, we got spiders. We got a cat, we got everything. So you're seeing how Contagion is just spreading like that there. Now we can actually drop the left hand. We don't even need it anymore. So we say thank you to the left hand for facilitating such a run. Steam sale, we'll go ahead and void that. We get a luck rating upgrade. 8.82 luck's pretty insane. Lucky us, we don't have anything that really synergizes with luck. But as we've seen on the last like streak goal here, luck does look like it kind of matters. Kane's Eye might actually give us guaranteed mapping on the next floor. Our luck rating is maybe high enough for it to guarantee it. But the biggest DPS increase of us of this run, honestly, is conjoined. Combining a bunch of shots into one stream of shots is huge in Isaac. There we go. Yeah, no problem there. This was going to be wrapped up in a nice, neat little bow for us here on a Sunday. Curse of Lost, so shout out to my world card. Very funny, very fun of you game. Thighs Infection. Then we can Void Thunder Thighs. I have no clue where we're supposed to be going here. We have no way of knowing where we were oriented on the map here to start with. All we have is an approximation because we know where the secret room is. And now we're just, now the damage is just taking off here. The game wanted to throw one last barb at us here, not giving us a red portal and then giving us Curse of the Lost. Yeah, I'll take Deadeye, and I'll also take Rubber Cement. And this is about to get banana pants here. Look at that, we still went straight to Blue Baby too. Worm Buddy. Yeah, that is some good damage there. So thank you for watching, everybody. What a run. Here we go. Maybe this is the turnaround that July needed to wake itself up here. But I want to say thank you very much. If you enjoyed this run, make sure you click the like button, that little thumbs up button down below the video is the best way to support my channel. And those of you who know about it, don't forget about the like streak goal. 2,000 likes in this video. 2K is all we need to get one more tally for the bombs only challenge, which might be happening on Wednesday. We'll see about it. We'll see where the like streak goal is once the rest of the likes get caught up to where I am on the recording sessions. And thank you for liking, commenting, subscribing, and hyping the video. If you use those hype points. Here's your meme of the day, brought to you by Lord Noob on this Invicta subreddit. Title thread was the good old rebirth days. Remember when Invicta got excited about orbitals? Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yep. Yep, those days are long, long gone. But if Classic Week happens, then hey, maybe. Maybe, or beyond, maybe Classic Month. We'll see. To be continued. Dun, dun, dun. Thanks for watching this video. Like, thanks to patrons of mine like there's Shooty01, Raphael Lindemann, and Irrationals. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Invicta.